Do my eyes deceive me? Somebody pinch me, I must be dreaming. Anime Defenders is coming back? Are we serious? I don't believe this. You don't believe this. We don't believe this. Anime Defenders is getting revamped with a data wipe and is gonna rebrand as Anime Defenders X. Oh my days. This is an unexpected turn of events, to say the least. I've been meaning to upload for a while, since it's been a week since my last video. I've been kind of lazy. But I can't believe I'm saying this. Anime Defenders is coming back. And it's coming back as basically a new game. You know, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The old game will be basically wiped. And in its place, we will receive Anime Defenders X. Now, I've always been a little bit internally biased towards this game, and I've said it on the channel multiple times before. It's my favorite anime tower defense game. I am completely biased towards this game. I've always been very honest about that. You know, you guys know that. And I know a lot of people don't share that opinion with me. And that's fine. You know, it's just personal preference of mine. The main reason that I like Anime Defenders so much is because it's the game that got me into YouTube in the first place. I never would have started this channel if Anime Defenders didn't exist. Because when the game first came out, I had a lot of fun playing it. And I was looking for videos of people, you know, covering the game, and I thought to myself, huh, this looks really easy. I could do this. Why don't I try doing this? And then, you know, a couple months later, my video started gaining some traction, and here we are. The rest is history. But man, oh man, Anime Defenders is coming back. That is not a string of words that I ever would have been able to predict was going to come out of my mouth ever again. That is genuinely insane. I'm at a loss for words. I'm struggling to word my thoughts here because I don't think anybody expected this. I'll tell you this much. I didn't expect this. Not in a million years. And here's the thing. A part of me is happy that this game is coming back because I already finished the Anime Vanguards update, got all the units, got Monarch on all the good units. I did 1,500 runs of the Sid Act 2 raid trying to get a God Familiar, the Burb. I got one really good one. I put it on my Escanor. I got like 4 decent ones, and then I stopped. I called it quits. I was like, okay, there's nothing else to do in this game. I'm just going to wait for the next update. As much as I like Anime Vanguards, it takes me like maybe 3 days at most to complete an update, and then after that, I'm kind of just left with not a whole lot to do. So a part of me is actually kind of happy that I'm going to have something to grind for in terms of anime tower defense games with Anime Defenders. And I know some people are going to say, bro, like, All-Star Tower Defense X exists, ASTD, that's the same game. You know, what's the other one? Anime Last Stand exists, Anime World Tower Defense exists. All these anime tower defense games exist. Why are you so excited for Anime Defenders? The core gameplay loop of this game, and I know a lot of people like to bash on the game for the models that don't even look like anime characters, the constant black marketing, the fact that some of the updates were so pay to win that they made games like Genshin Impact look like a free-to-play paradise. I know. I am well aware that this game is not free of flaws. It's not lacking of flaws, to say the least. But when this game released, and the people that actually played the game can definitely attest to this, it was fun. It was genuinely fun when everything was new and exciting. There weren't a bunch of black marketing bots running every single trade server, inflating the prices up into the stratosphere. People were just having fun, trying out units, enjoying the game for the first time. That feeling was very special to me, and I'm sure it's very special to a lot of people as well. So, yes, a part of me is excited that Anime Defenders is coming back, but, as excited as I can be for the re-release of this game, I am also not naive. I am not blind to the current state of anime tower defense games, and I'm not blind to the state of Anime Defenders. Let's pretend that the game just got rebooted, because that's what they're gonna do. You know, you saw the screenshot, and the Discord did vote for it to be rebooted, so it's most likely gonna happen. Let's assume that they basically do a data wipe and everybody starts from zero. There is still the framework of a fun game in there, but it's not going to be a magical fix that will make the game go back to its former glory. Even if the game gets data wiped right now and we get a bunch of unit remodels, the game will most likely not reach peak player counts that it did back in its prime ever again. Let's make one thing clear. That will probably never happen. I am almost 100% sure that will be the case. If I'm wrong, I'll gladly eat my words, but I don't think I will be. So, even if they do a data wipe, this game will never return to its former glory, but it has a chance at being fun again. And that prospect alone makes me extremely excited, because as I alluded to earlier, having another anime tower defense game to play right now would be really nice. And Anime Defenders in its prime was genuinely fun, very high quality game. Most people will also attest to this, but the releases had little to no bugs. Every single time an update dropped, things ran really, really smoothly. I did not encounter any bugs personally when I was playing the game. So it's a good game. You know, a competent developer team behind it that has the capability of producing high quality content. So if you are an anime tower defense enjoyer, why not be glad, happy, excited about this? Because it's going to put everybody on an even playing field as well. With the data wipe, I know some people are going to be a little sad that all of their almighty units that they spent all that time grinding for are going to be gone. All of those secret units that you were hoarding, using for trading, profit trading, are going to be gone. But I'm going to be so honest with you, you know, give you a little reality check, hit you with the cold water. Anime Defenders quite literally has nothing to lose, and neither do you. Because, sure, the people that are getting upset that their data is going to be wiped, I promise you those are the same people that have not touched the game in months on months, and they never were planning on touching the game. So what's the point of hoarding all of these virtual items that are never going to get any use when we have the potential of making the game playable again, making it fun, starting from the ground up, and maybe addressing some of the issues that plagued the game and ruined it up to its death? You know, I myself am a little bit sad that my almighty units will be gone. Don't get me wrong, I spent hours trying to get Dragon Mage, and then I spent even more rerolls trying to get Almighty on him. And my Almighty Dragon Mage is still one of my proudest achievements out of any anime tower defense game, because it was one of the few times that I grinded it out. I sat there, I thugged it out. I did portal after portal after portal. Mind you, there was no pity. Pity did not exist in Anime Defenders. I had to grind for that until luck decided to be on my side, and I finally got my Dragon Mage. But what I'm trying to say is, I am a little sad that my units are going to be gone. My Dragon Mage, my Gojo that I got back when the game first came out and he was a limited time unit. And he's still one of the best units in the game, by the way. Well, his name's not Gojo, it's Rift Sorcerer. And he doesn't look like Gojo that much because, you know, the models. But you guys get what I'm trying to say here. All of my super OP units that I got Almighty on, I will miss them. But I will gladly trade them any day of the week if it means that Anime Defenders might have a chance at being enjoyable again. If it means that I'll get even half of the feeling that I got when the game first came out and I was genuinely excited to play. That is what I personally think about this entire situation. I am all for the game getting reset, and I feel like you should be too. Anybody that's watching this video and they don't want the data reset to happen because they feel attached to their units, why? You know, I promised you weren't playing the game. Let's be honest, none of us were. I wasn't, that's for sure. We were all playing other games because, frankly, Anime Defenders, not only did it die, the game was just in an unplayable state. Trading, absolute shit show. The models, it felt like you were just playing, what's it called? What did they used to call the game? OC Defenders? Original Character Defenders? Yeah, the models didn't even resemble anime characters. What was the point? Truly, what was the point? Nobody wanted to play the game anymore. After the Red 1, like, sponsored movie update, I remember, you guys remember that? Where they had, like, an entire raid dedicated to the Red 1 movie, and there were in-game ads every single time that you loaded up the raid. After that update, it basically solidified the end. Like, people knew, hey, we gotta pack it up, bro. It's over, you know? What's done is done. Anime Defenders, we gotta put you out to pasture. We cannot keep playing you. And that's basically what happened. The game right now is sitting a couple thousand players, I want to say, and that's being generous. I might be way off, but I know that the game is definitely not popular in the slightest, at least compared to what it used to be. So, this data wipe gives me hope. But it is realistic hope. Let me make myself very clear. I do not hope that this game will become #1 in terms of anime tower defense games again, because I don't think it can. You know, as much as I love the game, as much as it is my favorite anime tower defense game, I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna be very realistic with you guys. I think best case scenario, the game releases and it has like a re-release of 40, 50k players at best. That would be the best case scenario of what happens when they do the data wipe. Worst case scenario would be that they do a data wipe and the player count doesn't change at all, and you pissed off like the last 3 players that were playing your game. that would be the worst case scenario, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I do think this data wipe will breathe some life into the game that it has been desperately needing for such a long time. And I think that's everything that I want to say about this. You know, anime defenders will always have a special place in my heart. Even with this data wipe, I'm not going to become like full on addicted to anime defenders like I was in the past, where I would be doing daily uploads, multiple uploads a day dedicated to anime defenders, doing unit reviews, showing the best ways to get gems and do this and complete this and solo this. Nah. You know, I'm at a point where I don't have it in me to do that anymore. I have more fun doing other things on the internet. Actually, that sounds really like I'm insinuating something really bad. I have more fun on other platforms where I do talk, but I don't talk about Roblox. You know, I'm rambling a bit here. What I'm trying to say is anime defenders might be back, and I will try it out after the data wipe. I'm sure most people will. And I think this is a good thing for the game. I honestly do. Like I said, they don't have anything to lose here. We don't have anything to lose here. Fuck it, let's try starting from scratch again. We'll see how it goes. And with all that being said, that is going to be it from me. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more content, and we will catch you in the next one.